Good afternoon, everyone. Today I got something a little special for you guys. This is going to be just a little basic introduction to a very, very simple spell. And I'm going to give you guys a little rundown on how to go about doing this spell and how to get the best results from it. So here we have a red candle. I like to use red because red is a very lucky color, but it's also very lusty. You really can't have luck without that seductive kind of energy, especially if you're trying to pull in large amounts. And for red, you also want to have you also want to have a smell, an essence that is that has the seductive energy, but also brings forth luck. And mine today that I'm going to be using is cinnamon. You might have seen my video before that talked about my results from doing this specific spell. Now I want to show you guys how to do it. So today I have a pen. It's just a basic pen. There's nothing special about it. I do use this pen a lot, so it's kind of empowered and charged, if you want to say. But really how you start off is you just take your candle, and what you're going to do is you're going to carve your intentions into the candle. But see, before you carve your intentions into the candle, you want to really think what exactly the outcome that you want to be brought into this reality. So you want to think about the outcome. You want to think about that goal, and make sure that when you're working with magic, that your goal isn't something that is considered impossible or a little harder to do. See, these kind of spells, especially with a candle that's this small, it's the kind of spell that you want to do for a very short-term goal, or something that is quick, something that you want to quickly grasp or get a hold of. This is the trick for you. This is that quick magic. It's the quick manifester. And it also, it gives a little boost to what you're already going through, if you're already striving for something. So what we do first is we're going to carve our intentions in it. So let me carve mine. You could draw symbols that represent luck for you. You can also draw different symbols that represent specific spirits that you work with or that you feel comfortable with. It could be the archangels, it could be Anubis, it could be Freya, it could be whoever you want it to be. It could be the Red Goblin even, because there's a lot of people who work with the Red Goblin and work with a lot of different luck creatures. Whatever you so wish to invoke within this ritual, it's up to you. For me, I'm just going to draw and carve out my exact intentions and specifically what I'm wanting. And in this case, this is a money spell. So usually these kind of spells will be the 7-day kind of spell. It could be a night, it could be 2 nights or 3 nights. Mine, I like to do 3 nights. So I would burn the candle for 3 nights. Usually when I'm burning the candle, it tends to put itself out before I'm going to sleep. It might just be my intention, because your willpower can definitely be something that can and will do that. You can do a lot with your mind. That's just something that tends to happen with me before I'm going to sleep. And it helps, because who wants a candle still burning while they're sleeping if you can't watch it? So you would carve your intentions into it. You take your essential oil. You can dabble it on your finger, dab it here, dab it there. And this is cinnamon, so you don't want to really get much of this on your skin, because it can be very, it could burn you, just put it that way. It really does cause extreme sensitivities to the skin, so your skin will react differently. And how you dress the candle is you take it directly into the middle. You put the oil around the middle first, and you move up. So you move up on the candle. You go up from the middle, all around, and up, and you want to dress the candle. You dress it just like that. After you've carved your intentions into it, you dress it. After you've done the middle up, you go down. You make sure you take it all the way around. All the way around. And this is just the essence that I use to invoke the spirits that I work with. Like I said, whoever you feel more comfortable with, you can invoke. In this case, I work a lot with Anubis. So after your candle's been dressed, you've carved your intentions into it. Now what you do, if you have a holder, before you light this, before you do anything or you take any step further, what you want to do is you want to project your intentions into the candle. So you can hold it. You can do whatever you want. I'm just going to take a second to put my intentions into it so that I can specify exactly the things that I put onto here. Now, after you've taken that time to charge your candle, that you've carved everything into it, what you're going to do, I have matches in this case. You're going to light your candle. Now, once you've lit your candle, you're going to want to have a specific mantra. Excuse me, you're going to want to have a specific mantra within your head. You can repeat it mentally or you can repeat it aloud. When you're doing a ritual like this, you're going to want to be alone and make sure that you don't have any disturbances, anyone who's going to be walking in, so that you can get full concentration as to setting your intentions into this candle so that it can do the work for you, especially if you have anyone that you're calling for to assist you. Now, the way that this works is we're going to want to focus on the flame. You're going to want to look at the flame, but you don't want to stare into it. You want to give a kind of gaze into the flame. And as you gaze into the flame, you just want to let go. Let go of all of those thoughts that are on your mind. As I said before, when you're doing a process like this, they will naturally flow away, especially if you have a focal point, which the candle is our focal point. Now, as you are focusing more on the candle, you're going to realize, especially with the gaze, you're going to start to see different imagery come into your head, whether you're someone who can visually see with your physical eyes or someone who sees with your third eye. You're going to start to get different images, different colors that show up. The flame will tend to change color. Pay attention to the hues that are around the flame, the haze, and the way that it moves. These are all these are all signs of how exactly your spell is going and how strong it is. As you can see, the flame isn't flickering. It's a strong flame, and it's continuously pointing directly up. This is a sign of powerful energy and a powerful spell that has the possibility of coming to fruition and working. Now, if it was flickering, if it were swaying quickly, or if it were to just completely blow out, I would know that this isn't the right time to be performing this ritual. You can also feel an immediate shift within your environment when you're doing a ritual like this, especially because of the smell of the cinnamon burning. You'll notice once you've charged the candle itself starts to change color. And because your energy's there, it starts to bring in an intense shift, which is a beautiful thing. As I said, you would be meditating on this for about 3 days, 7 days, depending on how long you're comfortable with doing this, and also how long it takes your candle to burn. See, as I'm doing this, it also is a very soothing process and puts me in a very meditative, calm state. My mind is extremely clear right now since I put all of my focus and energy into connecting with the flame, connecting with my intentions, connecting with my carvings in the candle itself. You want to make sure that you are feeling up to it and extremely calm at the time for the best results.